If you don't, I will gladly pack those up and in my free time in the next few days, I will go take them to all those entities because they've all said they take them.
And they maybe City Hall maybe?
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, there's a little bit of everywhere where we put them.
Maybe keep a few, like, if you have like 6,000, obviously, keep a few here, that way, you know, when we figure out what we're doing next with economic development, we can have some, but yeah, definitely, if people can use them.
A couple of those cabinets have like the big marketing banners and some of those marketing banners, you guys, those are 15, 20 years old. Some of those things don't even exist anymore. We've continued to use them at, say, trade shows and marketing tourism resources, but it's simply because it didn't warrant spending another, say, $4,000 on a new banner when one picture was wrong. And so you've got some things in the office for tourism, and those brochures should really keep going out everywhere. Otherwise, all the files are moved. Joanne has systematically gone through everything that needed archived. It's all with you guys. I still have my desk and my credenza in the office, but those I'll get out of here today. And I actually still have a project today. We're trying to wrap up 2 separate grants right now. And so today I'm working with the city clerk and I'm gonna push that one grant to my personal email because it's due in 9 days. And in 9 days, if we don't have this wrapped up, we lose $300,000 in this county. So for that particular community, I'm just gonna become their volunteer the rest of this week and most of next week. Because we're not gonna lose that $300,000 just because today's my last day and I don't have a laptop anymore. So I'll wrap things up. I'm not gonna leave things hanging out there. I'm not gonna let us lose $300,000.
Thank you. What city is that project for?
That's for the city of Toledo, and then also in Traer. I still have a meeting later this week, and it just was the way timing worked out. And it's because the city of Traer asked me to continue to pursue finishing that building on Main Street. We need lots of residents to get the paint job going and fixing of the outside and some of that sandblasting. So that one I'll just follow up on as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. Further discussion?
So in the next couple of days, I'll work with Michelle, figure out, we try to keep track of what bills are still coming out so that we make sure that all that's left of the bills are paid out. And then at that point, Nathan and I have to sign that piece of claims in front of a notary. And we thought we could probably get that done by the end of next week, but potentially it could take Michelle and I the rest of the week, shake that number out and figure out what number we have to plug into that document, and then we'll notarize it with someone and file it, and then Michelle will get that piece of documentation for us. So for the next week or so, Michelle and Karen are gonna continue to hear from me. But I'll turn my keys and my equipment.
Do you have any idea what those numbers look like?
I think we're still sitting on about 40,000, but we have a payroll that came out last Friday, or that got processed. I could have stopped it, but we typically pay for a centralized point every year. And we have a QRC code that takes you to the tourism website, and it's not gonna go down for a while because of the way it's paid through. So I told Joanne, go ahead and process that ad so that we get one last year of central Iowa tourism ad, because the QRC code in the ad takes you to the website. So, and then we took our name and, or we took our address and phone off there, so no one's trying to call the economic development office. QRC code takes you right to the tourism website.
Okay.
So I tried to clean everything up as much as I could. All my city clerks know, if you hit a question, just give me a call. Everyone's got my cell. I know there's some city clerks trying to work on some things in the next 60 days, but I'm gonna get some calls with some questions and I'll field them.
Okay. I guess my biggest concern is kind of a surprise when we found out that there was going to be a severance pay, paid out to the tune of some $40,000. Where it would be some unactive benefits to the economic development of the county, and my intention was trying to run by the board to donate some money to this from the sidewalks to school program from that money. But it's all going to a severance package, and we're kind of hamstrung a little bit, so
I'm really sorry, but at this point,
Yeah.
that it's gonna end up being at least 10,000 less than what I was actually offered 5-6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
Yep.
What's the action?
the action that was taken.
Yeah, yeah,
So the action that was taken was, twofold. One, that there would, I didn't know if we needed to resolve by a resolution. That was a
No.
discussion at some point.
That actually got, that really kind of got slowed up. We tapped the brakes on that about 7 or 8 weeks ago. The executive team and I talked and I said, you know, there's really no reason to destroy the 2080. Let's leave this, I mean, if we no longer have money to operate, then all we do is just run out of money as of tonight. So if, rather than destroy the organization, I still thought it was a good idea to leave you guys a working 2080. You still have a document that all the communities have signed. So, you know, what you guys see as the vision moving forward, you still have that document to be able to run with. And we haven't severed the whole thing apart. All they've done is the board has said, you know, we're out of money as of June 30th. And we really have to close the door to that. So you still have a working document, you still have a 2080. And 25 years ago, every community in this county, Sac and Fox and that board of supervisors signed that document in 60 days. So that flash of lightning in our county that created economic development 25 years ago, you guys still have that.
Are they still a member?
Sac and Fox, every other year. So they don't pay consistently like most of our communities do. But it's just a different relationship that, you know, they work with us at times and others at not. So
Okay.
I've never told anyone no when they call.
Any discussion or motions on the action or on the item of the agenda? Seeing none, we will go down to, discuss and approve claims.
So this week's claims, there was a double payment that's been accounted for. The total claims, read off the number 479,684.34. I make a motion to be approved.
It's been moved to approve. Second,
second,
Mr. Evers, the second, discussion. All those in favor say aye.
aye.
The motion carries. As we combine the public comment sections, is there any other items that I have missed that need to come before the board? I think we did everything. Anything that we've missed?
Yeah, thanks, Tony.
I've got everything checked off.
Okay, then we will adjourn at 11:42 a.m. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging in there, you guys.